everyone. In this video of Syllogism Part 2, we are going to discuss about the important questions that were asked in the previous year exams. Let's start with the first question. The statements given are: some cubes are squares and all squares are circles. So first, take the statement some cubes are squares. Take separate circle for cubes and squares. You see that here the format is sum, which means that some cubes are squares and some cubes are not squares. The format sum will come like this. This portion includes both cubes and squares, which means that the portion is some cubes are squares, and the remaining portion indicates that cubes are not squares. Also, this region represents squares are not cubes. Let's take the second statement. All squares are circles. Here the format used is all, which means all the portion of squares are included in circles like this. You can see that the complete portion of square are inside the circle, which means all squares are circles. Now we draw the corresponding Venn diagram for this two statement. Let's check the conclusion. Starting from first, all cubes are circle, which means that all cube portion must be included in the circle. But in this diagram, all cubes are not circle, as these portion include circle and these portion is not included any circle. So the first statement is wrong. Let's go for the second statement. Some circles are cubes, which means that some circles are cubes indicate this portion. Hence the conclusion is true, as here you can see that these portion include both cubes and circles. Third conclusion, some circles are squares. It means that some region of circle must be squares. What about this region? Yes, it is. Here you can see that square is inside the circle. That means all squares are circles as well as some circles are squares. Fourth conclusion, all squares are cubes. In order to satisfy this conclusion, the complete portion of square region must be inside the cubes. But here, the cube and square region touch each other by a small portion. So here, all squares are not cubes, but some squares are cubes or some cubes are squares. Hence, this conclusion is also wrong. Now we get that conclusion 2 and 3 follow the statement. Hence, the answer is option D. That is, only conclusion 2 and 3 follow the corresponding statement. To solve this question easily, first you must have an idea about the format all, some and no. Then draw the corresponding Venn diagram for the given statement and check each conclusion to get the answer. Let's look at the second question. The statements are: all pictures are photos and no photo is cheap. Let's take the first statement, that is, all pictures are photos. Take a separate circle for pictures and photos. So all pictures are photos means that the complete portion of pictures are inside the photos like this. Here the complete portion of pictures are inside photos, which means that all pictures are photos. Second statement, no photo is cheap, which means that there is no relation between photo and cheap, or the corresponding two circles never touch like this, as pictures is inside the photo, hence pictures and cheap are not connected. Let's start the conclusion. First one, no picture is cheap, which means that there is no relation between picture and cheap. Yes, it is true, as we can see that there is no connection between pictures and cheap. Hence, it's a true statement. Second one is all photos are pictures, which means that the complete portion of photos are inside the picture, but here it's not like that. All photos are not pictures, but we can say that some portion of photos are pictures and also all pictures are photos. Hence, this statement is false. and the corresponding answer follows option 1 only. Hence, the answer is option A. In this topic, we have discussed about two important questions related to the format all, some, and no. We will discuss some more questions in the next video.